You ever notice how the moment you stop chasing, everything starts chasing you? People, opportunities, attention. Even the very ones who used to overlook you suddenly lean in. It's not magic. It's not a trick. It's psychological gravity. Because the second you stop caring, really stop caring, something powerful happens. You shift from being the seeker to the center, from the one performing to the one watched, from trying to be chosen to choosing. And that shift, it shakes people, it unsettles them, because the energy that once fed their ego suddenly goes quiet. You stop over-explaining. You stop trying to be liked. You stop showing up with open hands, begging to be seen. And that silence, that absence, it echoes. Suddenly, they're wondering, why isn't he reacting? Why doesn't he care anymore? Did I lose him? They don't say it out loud, but they feel it. And for some people, that absence of your neediness is the loudest sound in the room. See, most people are not used to unconditional presence. They're used to performance. They're used to proving. From school to dating to work, it's always about effort, image, presentation. So when you stop caring, not from anger, but from self-possession, you break the rules of the game. You stop giving your power away, and suddenly, you're unpredictable. And the one who is unpredictable always holds the power. Let me be clear. Not caring doesn't mean apathy. It doesn't mean you give up on life or people. It means you stop being emotionally leveraged. It means you stop giving your energy away to those who haven't earned it. Most people misunderstand detachment. They think it's numbness. They think it's bitterness. But real detachment is clarity. You still love, but you're not enslaved. You still show up, but you're not a doormat. You still give, but only where it's matched. That's when people panic. Because the version of you they could toy with? Gone. The version of you they could rely on for constant reassurance? Quiet. The version of you that begged for scraps of attention? Dead. What they're left with is someone grounded, silent, centered, and that energy? It's unnerving, especially to those who built their confidence on your compliance. Here's what most won't admit. They liked it when you cared too much. They liked being the sun to your orbit. They liked knowing your day depended on their reply, your mood on their validation, your peace on their permission. So when you stop caring, when you reclaim your focus, they're not losing your attention. They're losing their reflection. The mirror you used to hold up for their worth. Now, you've turned that mirror inward. You're building yourself. You're studying. You're lifting, you're creating, you're silent. And nothing scares the average person more than a man who doesn't need to be seen. You don't get there by pretending. You don't get there by faking it. You get there by grieving your old self, by confronting the truth that most of the attention you once chased wasn't love. It was a distraction from your own emptiness. You let it burn. The need, the performance, the proving, and in that fire, something cleaner emerges. Now, you don't walk into a room looking to be liked. You walk in wondering if you'll like the room. You don't chase attention. You hold presence. You don't ask to be chosen. You choose. And that shift, that unnerves people. They're not panicking because you're rude. They're panicking because your stillness exposes their noise. When you stop caring, you stop explaining your boundaries. You stop overthinking texts. You stop hoping they'll change. You stop showing up where you're tolerated. You stop keeping people warm who leave you cold. And guess what? That silence, it forces clarity. People either step up or they step out. And either way, you win. Because you've stopped playing a rigged game. The world teaches men to perform for value. Be nice, be liked, be agreeable. But the more you perform, the more invisible you become. The truth is, a man becomes magnetic when he masters restraint. When he can say, I'm not chasing, I'll attract. I'm not explaining, I'll live it. I'm not begging, I'll walk away. People feel that, especially women, especially colleagues, especially the ones used to holding power over you. So, what's the real secret? Care deeply, just not widely. Care about your peace, care about your mission, care about the few who pour back into you, but stop caring about being understood by everyone. Stop caring about being liked by people who wouldn't show up for you. Stop caring about losing what doesn't nourish you. That's not coldness, that's discernment. And when people see that, they will panic because you're no longer accessible on demand. Your energy is no longer on tap. Your time, your focus, your presence. It's become a privilege, not a currency you waste. Let them panic. Let them reach out when they feel your absence. Let them fumble trying to pull the old you back. Let them feel the cost of taking you for granted. Because your silence is sacred now. Your peace is protected. And your focus? It's finally yours again. That's when you'll realize you were never too much. You just cared too loudly. Now, you've stopped performing. You've stopped proving. You've stopped pouring into cups with holes. And in that silence, you rise. If you felt that in your chest, subscribe. Not because I asked, but because something in you knows it's time to evolve.